Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Kirtman. Sean!
This is embarrassing, my head.
Yay!
Cool. Thank you so much for having me. Thanks to everyone for coming. My name is Sean Kirtman. I've been in therapy my entire life. It started when I was in the womb, or in other words, the warmest and most claustrophobic waiting room I've ever sat in. If you couldn't tell from my waiting room joke, my mom is a therapist. She's not just any therapist, it's not just a job for her. If you're talking to my mom, you're now in therapy. Just like whether or not you like Trump as your president, my mom is now your therapist. There's no difference. One thing my mom told me when I was young was that she would never lie to me. That was her first lie. But sometimes you have to lie to your kids. You don't have a choice. They can't always handle the truth. So, for example, I asked my mom when I was 4, is Santa Claus real, Mom? This was an easy one, a softball. Literally the first lie you tell your kid. But my mom couldn't do it. No, Sean, Santa Claus is only real in your heart. What the fuck does that mean to a 4-year-old? Am I gonna get my Xbox or not, Mom? Yes, Shawnee, you're gonna get your Xbox. Thank God. Well, God, Shawnee, he's also... No, Mom! The strangest lie came when I was 7 and I was rapping my favorite children's song. The song was called Forgot About Dre. At the end of the first verse, it would go, so fuck y'all, all of y'all. If y'all don't like me, blow me. Not much different than the Barney I Love You song. And my mom, she hears this and her ears perk up. Most kids would be in trouble, but not me. This was a teaching opportunity. Shawnee, do you know what a blowjob is? I had no idea, I was 7. Shawnee, a blowjob is when a girl blows air on a man's penis to make him feel good. This was a strange lie to tell. What was the point of this alternative explanation? It's not like it was a cleaner, more PG version of a blowjob. It just confused me. Worse, when I was receiving my first blowjob, all I could think was, I can't wait to tell my mom how wrong she was. My dad will be thrilled. I had a goldfish growing up. His name was Speedy. Speedy was special, but really he was just suicidal. He didn't have much to live for. You could see it in his eyes. Or at least my mom could see it in his eyes. They were best of friends, and she wasn't going to give up on her best friend. It wasn't in her DNA. Speedy's first suicide attempt came by squeezing himself up into his water filter. My mom quickly solved that one. She freed him, moved the water filter. Speedy was going to have to get more creative. His next attempt would be to suck up the rocks at the bottom of his tank in an effort to choke on them. This would have worked. This should have worked. But my mom was there again. And she scoops him out of the water. She puts him between her thumb and middle finger. She gives him the Heimlich maneuver. He spits out the rock. But Speedy's still not breathing. So what's she do next? She gives him CPR. Let me say that one more time. My mom gave my goldfish CPR. 1, 2, 3. Quick blowjob. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Speedy's back from the death he so clearly craved. This went on for 10 years. Speedy thinking of plan after plan to die, but none of them worked. My mom was always there to save him. Finally, he thought of an idea that could work. He was going to play dead. So he swam up to the top of his tank, and he floated upside down for 3 weeks, hoping someone would notice. My mom did notice, and it worked. He tricked her. So she summoned the family to pay her respects and say her goodbyes. I saw in Speedy, he was smiling from gill to gill. He knew what was next. We were going to scoop him up, bring him to the toilet, flush him to take his chances in the drains. And in that moment, Speedy found the will to survive. He wanted to swim free in the drains. But my mom had other plans for Speedy. She wasn't going to let him die alone. That's not right. So she scoops him out of the water, and she holds his fin until he slowly stops breathing. But Speedy, flushed with this new desire to survive, keeps breathing for 3 hours. My mom starts panicking. She wants him to die. So we decide that we need to call our vet Dr. Pet for advice. There's no joke there. My vet's name is Dr. Pet. And what Dr. Pet tells us is the first time and only time you'll ever hear a vet give this advice in a problem situation. He tells us to cut off Speedy's head. My mom instantly starts crying. I'm panicking. I don't know if I should grab the knife. Am I Speedy's executioner? Speedy's panicked. He's suddenly Braveheart on the guillotine. Freedom! In fish language. It's a chaotic scene. My cat's in the corner. He's been observing this whole thing go down. And frankly, he's sick of our shit. And so he struts over to the table, and he does what none of us could do this whole time. He bites my mom, he eats my fish, and he blows my dad.